and we have captured many wonderful segments throughout our communities in Texas. DSL TV has wonderful reputation among the communities because we go in every minute to capture every little things in our community to make them feel very special. Today's segment is our Miss Bharath Texas 2022 is Crown for a Cause. And we have our entire panel here on the health segment. And we have our VIP guests, Tom George Kolath, as well as Subhash. So always the pageant platforms have been known for the Hollywood, Bollywood criteria. So with the Bollywood, we have gone to Delhi, Bollywood, Mumbai, and Hollywood makes it very special because we are in US. The Hollywood town, LA, is always our glamour town, right? So when we are in Hollywood, we just want to make sure we want to bring the Hollywood celebrities. Tom George Kolath is a Hollywood director, and he's currently doing his movie, which is The Way to Avatar. And he's also directed many movies where he has won national awards in India from President Abdul Kalam. Would be a dream for many, but for him, it was history. He's going to make more histories in the making. He's a very special director. He makes a lot of emotions and feelings, what we go through every day come to life. And with cancer awareness, since he can portray and depict an art in beautiful ways possible, hope so he will do a great health segment movie too in the long run. And he has directed Nicolas Cage, Anupam Kher, and many more. He has even shared screens with Aishwarya Rai. So it is something unique for us to have such a great celebrity, Tom George Kolath, to be here as our guest. Our next celebrity guest is Subhash Chandji. And Subhash Chandji, he is also another Hollywood actor, and he has done amazing work in the generation from where he comes from. It is the first generation of the Indian origin people, and to establish ourselves in this country is a big challenge. And as a Hollywood actor, he has shared screens with Tom Cruise. And many a times, a lot of people are not into movies, the modern generation. So I try to pick names where they know those persons. Tom Cruise is somebody who we can't miss. Yes, and so many others. So that's why I always feel like, that is an establishment and an achievement. And he's also called the Indian Jay Leno. So that's one of the sweet things. And thanks to Jay Leno to have his picture on our flyer, and where he was pointing him, and it was so cute. And they actually are buddies, and they were in their car garage playing with a huge selection of cars. And he always goes and meets him in LA, and like he lives in LA, and they are real good buddies. And so we are very transformed into the two Hollywood celebrities. Then we have our wonderful queen of Miss South Asia World Classic and winner, and she is someone I would be so astonished with her age, looking so glamorous at her age. with her daughter sitting right in the panel, is a pre-med senior in Baylor. That is awesome. So Miss Vani Batula is a superstar, I would say, because she lives with us, right? Like, among us. But look at her, such a cute little daughter and so glamorous. And so we have Vani Batula. And also we have Jeet, who is an IT director, he's a director of oncology in pharmaceutical company, and he has done clinical trials as well as a lot of other things, very active in the community. And we recently have awarded him for the COVID, first line responders, because he was doing a lot of reporting and a lot of things, and in many trials, clinical trials, because these are very important because COVID has changed a lot of things in our community. And then Rich Batula is the pre-med senior from Baylor. Awesome, very talented, young, vibrant girl, very smart, very talented. She will be a superstar very soon, like her mom. All the best to you, sweetie. Yes. And then over this side, we have Ratnakar, who is our Mr. Bharath, Texas. He is our state director from Houston into Austin. And we are expanding our wings into different cities, which is a beautiful thing we have achieved. This step is a big achievement. And we also share our platforms with other platforms. And with Mr. Bharath Ratnakar, he is very active in ICC. Tomorrow he has a major show coming up in ICC. He's an IT director, and he is also a great achiever in acting. He's very good in theatrical arts, and he's an amazing actor. I like working with him. When we did our Futurist show, fashion show, I said I had 11 fashion show models and 1 robot. And that is none other than Ratnakar. Very special person. So, yes, he's very sweet. And we have the beauty queens from other pageant platforms. And Mrs. Bollywood, you are Austin, right? Mrs. Bollywood Austin. And so we always honor other platforms. We support each other from other queens. I was also Mrs. Bollywood Katie. That's how I know her. And she's such a sweet diva, Nupur Sharma. And Nupur is a darling diva, mother of, how many months?
1 year.
Oh, she's 1 year already. Mother of a sweet darling queen. She's 1 year already. Look at her back form. Amazing. It took a little time for Aishwarya Rai, right? But it's okay. That's what we learn from our celebrities. Yes.
And
yes, and we become our own celebrities in the local towns and then somewhere in international. Nupur is very famous because she always tells us moments. We ask her, how did it go with the interview with Shah Rukh Khan? She's a reporter herself. She's a journalist. She's a very active person. Oh, Kevin goes around and goes like, oh, journalist, let's capture. So, and we have Pallavi here. She's our executive director. She is the CEO of Livy Star Company. She is a superstar and I love her. And she is doing the Dance for a Cause tonight. They are dancing and they have collected money for this big cause, for Crown for a Cause for Cancer. And then we have Indu here, and
so we have Indu. Indu, I would like to. She's an amazing singer. She's been living in Austin for a lot of years now, and she also used to have her dance company. She is a real estate agent, and she's a lot of things. If you wanna quickly say a few words and give it to Malin.
First thing and the foremost, I'm the mother of 3 beautiful kids, 3 daughters, and that's what I'm very proud of. I've been in the US for a long time. By qualification, I am a psychologist. By profession, I'm a realtor and top most agent these days and in my company. And by passion, I'm a singer, dancer, and a choreographer. And I'm also certified advanced makeup artist and hairstylist. And yes, and I do work for the cause basically. I work with a lot of non-profit and charity organizations. To name some is SEVA, which is basically where we are combating the elderly isolation, where we bridge the gap between the generation. and also SEF, which is Shankarai Foundation, where I'm on board on Seva, and the Shankarai Foundation, I basically volunteer there very actively and do their fundraising. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Indu. That is so nice. And you live in Austin, right? You're Austin. That's very nice. And so I know I'll do the intro and then we talk. Okay. So we have Malin Pathak, and she was Bollywood International and amazing diva, mother of two boys, and she was also the Mrs. South Asia International. So, and she is very active social media person, and she works for many organizations for the girl rights and many more. And she is a rocking diva, and she's our sweet Bollywood girl buddies, and it's so nice to have them as our judges and rocking divas. So let's begin our questions for health segment, and each one can share. And so this segment is Cancer Awareness for a Cause, which is Crown for a Cause. So I wanted first Tom George to say a few words for my questions. So Tom George, Kolath, how do you think that having a pageant, like a pageant Crown for a Cause, is going to make a difference in the community? Do you think it's a good initiative?
Absolutely. Usually these days, people always focus on certain things. They don't want to focus on, maybe they don't want to contribute their time for a cause. But I have a lot of respect for this pageant, for taking that initiative. Usually we hear about cancer, and I'm a tax practitioner based in New York City as well. People usually say, if you don't have money, you got cancer. So cancer is something which we always, in a day-to-day life, we use that word because it is a killer. It is a certain extent, but my knowledge, very limited knowledge, you can prevent that. You can save a lot of lives if you can give that awareness to our local community wherever possible, especially in pageants like these kind of organizations has a better reach than an individual is sharing those thoughts. So, Dr. Nisha, appreciate it, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for those nice inputs. And him being he belongs to the financial world. Keltron, tax company, famous in New York. So in downtown New York, if you see Keltron, and he rolls his ads in the downtown square, New York Times Square, and he's very famous out there as well as international. I like multi-talented people. So when they do taxes for him, he understands how much it is painful when somebody goes through cancer in their families and all the treatments are very expensive. So that brings to my next question. So Ms. Vani Batula, what do you think that the Crown for a Cause, do you think will have an impact by trying to, we met the senators yesterday and their health representatives at the Austin Capitol, and we shared our concerns. What do you think that can be done more by platforms like us? Because you have actively been a winner, and so we wanted to know your thought process on it.
Definitely. I would say, awareness is power. That's how I want to start. Early detection is a choice.
Yes.
So we have to go and do it, and this is one of the platforms that is bringing awareness. I have a personal story with the cancer. I had 3 family members who were detected with it, and I lost 2 members. And one is a survivor, and I'm so proud of her. So, with that said, it's hard to go through it, to live it, and to experience death. It's ultimate. And I lost my niece. I have seen her mother go through it. I can't even imagine what she has to see a child go through it. So I would say, please, early detection is a choice, and please go follow it. Okay, and that's what my personal statement is.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Arpita and Pallavi and Komal, whenever you guys are ready, let me know. We will all have one line each, and then you guys let me know. Okay, perfect. That's good.
We're ready to start.
Yes, sure. So, Gigi, so with your experience, what has happened recently with the healthcare crisis in this country? And I know the cost is very expensive. And what do you think that the beauty queens can do more, as well as do you think that if the, like, we had Miss Universe with My Dream, and she has started her initiative with the women, the girl child awareness. And so you think that since you come from a pharmaceutical background, do you think that can we do like a people's program plan or any thoughts on it, like how to bring the cost of the price affordability on these cancer meds?
Hi, that's a good question, Dr. Nisa. Thank you. So, past 20 years, I've been in the oncology clinical trials. I have seen the cost associated with the clinical trials, and that kind of reflect the kind of the cost of the cancer treatment, I would say. So directly, if we say that why it is expensive, because there is a reason behind it. But what we can do to minimize, bring the cost down, right? That is the ultimate goals. And one of the suggestions, in my opinion, I could say that you need to go and talk to the Fed, get some federal funding to the pharmaceutical organization to bring the cost down, right? If we share the clinical trial expenses, that would be one of the, I would say, driving factor to bring the cost down. And the patients, those who go through the treatments, because the treatments is really is painful, it's lengthy, so if we get some assistance at that level, then that would be, I think, in my opinion, it would be one of the helping factors.
Very nice input, because we always only think about the consumer level,
That's
and
right.
you kind of mentioned about what goes behind the scenes, which raises the cost exponentially, where the affordability goes out, because they brought in the Affordable Care Act, as well as that couldn't do much. And then now we have President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, where he said the governments, the Medicaid, Medicare, the cap for the cancer meds is $2,000. That's the new bill that have passed through. So, so question goes to Subhash ji. So we'll pass the mic. So we'll pass this one on. So Subhash ji, my question to you is, how could the government, other than the bills, what else can we do? Because you see in UK, they had the government system providing through their tax system, and Canada, but it kind of feels like every medical system has failed throughout the world. Any inputs? What else can people do to help ourselves?
See, the American medical system is always very costly from the very beginning. If you are young, you're paying a lot of money for insurance. When you become Medicare, still you have to pay insurance. Either you go with the HMO. If you want to go with PPO plan, you have to pay a lot of money.
Yes.
I'm 75 and I'm paying about $900, but I have the best insurance.
Yeah, that is nice.
As long as the medicine part is concerned, I have a very great news for you. India is the only country in the world which is exporting more than 80% of their generic medicines. You have seen in the last 3 or 4 years, since manufacturer in India is manufacturing a lot of products, the medicine in America is very cheap now. Generic medicine used to cost $10 a month, now it's only like $2 or $3.
And your son is also in Good RX, right?
Yeah, he is the vice president for
Awesome.
GoodRx.
Yeah, that
And
is just
GoodRx is
amazing.
really good.
Yes.
You take the card, and if your co-payment is $10, with that card it comes to $7 or $8.
A lot of people don't know that, so when we go into our clinic and some patients, they bring their parents and we talk about your son's company and we say, use Good RX. And that is just amazing. That is really, really good because just like that, without generic, I don't think so people without insurance can afford medication.
Yeah. And India is one of the greatest countries in the world. There is a medicine which I take, it's called Genumet, it's for diabetes. That tablet costs say $6, even if I have medical insurance and supplement insurance. Same brand, made by MSD Roche company, German company, same medicine, same packing, they are made in India. It costs only 30 or 40 cents a pack.
Oh wow.
So because it's not generic, the day it becomes generic, that medicine will be 20 cents everywhere, all over the world.
That's true, very true. And that is very true. So trying to outsource to countries like India, where we come from, it just makes it really, really special to have that input, very good thought. And that is one option where, people can think about, collectively work together. Because my solution always is, my suggestion to any problem as a solution would be, don't complain, start think about different things. That brings us to the next question, to our Mr. Bharath, Texas, because he's from IT. I have an IT-based question to him. So, can you, would you think that you can create a software where you can make like a divergence system to kind of randomly check the cost of each medicine, like he has said, in different countries, and then make a data available with a reporting tool, and then put that data available to pharmaceutical companies so people can collectively come up with a plan to outsource what medicine, what base of the substances available in which area, and then how do you think about a thought like that?
Yeah, I think it is a great question actually, and I'm hoping that many of the companies are doing such kind of analysis where they are trying to see what is the overall cost, not just for the consumer, for the overall procurement of that particular medicine. If I'm doing it in a small country like in where the manpower is very cheap. Okay, or if I'm putting it into a big country where the manpower is expensive, like in US, what is the cost overall? Like he explained that the German medicine which is 30 cents right now, if it is going to be generic, it is going to be 20%. How that can happen? It is all going to happen because of the way they are going to collect the data. If there is one consistent way of understanding that when a medicine is being procured or been made, how the information is coming across, what is the overall importing cost, and what is the duties each country is paying it. I believe that it is possible to collect such kind of data, and if it is accessed by every company, it is very much doable. The reason why it is not happening, I think, it is because of the reasons that this kind of data is not shared with everybody, and so everybody is trying to gauge the amount of cost it is going to happen. If there is such global software which is going to give it for all data, for not just for this cancer, for any kind of data, I'm sure that across the world we'll be having the same kind of cost for any medicine. And people will be able to pay or able to cure. They don't have to go outside the country to get cured. If the medicine is available at that cost in each country.
Very true. And data reporting can actually exponentially help to create knowledge base for us. So that way we will be able to share across platforms, and collectively if humans can work together, the generation in the future can be improvised, because only health is wealth. And if we can start working together in unison, and that is where I always say, if there is love, we can make anything possible. And we always care for healthy smiles at our Smile Ranges Dental. And as a dentist, I always say, we try to help each other. We try to help different platforms, different people from different professions. And I think about everything collectively. So when people come together, there would be a solution. And I would like to have our beauty queens finish our segment with some just quick punchlines for cancer awareness, and we will start with Nipur, and so that they can start the show right away. And Harshit, you can go there and play that video. Once they finish the punchlines, you just play one video, the red one.
First thing first, thank you Nisha and Mrs. Bharath. This is a wonderful cause, and what better way, a pageant for a cause, how wonderful it is, and that to cancer. I think it's just too beautiful, and we can't deny the fact that celebrities, and when we put glamour for a cause, so actually glamour sells. So if any people, it can reach to extra people, then it'll be super wonderful. And of course, like how she mentioned, that early detection. So it's a wonderful cause. I truly believe in this. And yeah, now let's see how
Thank you, Nupur.
how it will go. Thanks.
Awesome. Early detection and talking more about it makes a change, and that is what we believe in. And we're going to have this to Indu and Malin. So quick punchline so we can start the show very soon, and the judges can start scoring.
Hi, this is Malin Bharath. First of all, Nisha, thank you so much. This is really awesome that there is a pageant with a cause. It always adds more meaning to the whole intent and the whole glamour. I just say one thing, health is very, very, very important. And I had a personal experience of my family member that is a cancer survivor himself, who's my brother. And everything was because of his health. He maintained, he had a great health, guys. So, pageant is one way,
Probably
right?
went through a lot, right?
Yep, absolutely. It's not easy, and I agree with everything that all these lovely people have shared. But it doesn't have to be only us. Each one of you sitting in the audience that are watching us, please check on your neighbors, talk to those uncles, your neighbors, your little kids, whatever. Just share that, market that. Just that simple word, hello, hi, check on their health matters. Seriously, please try your best.
Very nicely said, because yeah, check on others, and that's why early detection, checking on, talking more about it creates that awareness. And somewhere somebody will be like, yeah, I've been ignoring this little bump somewhere in my body, let me go check out, right? That's where we detect them at the stage 1 or stage 2, and that way the malignancy, the metastasis can be really getting down. As a dentist, I can talk a lot of scientific things, but sometimes we cannot use those bigger terms because it scares them off. Indu, would you like to share your punchline here?
Not very long, but very small. I'm just honored to be here on the judging panel where the beauty comes with a cause, and I really do believe awareness is the first key to bringing to a better health, and of course the health is the wealth. So yes, if we have the awareness, please be mindful about how you can create the awareness among others. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Indu, thank you, Malin, and thank you, Nupur. So we had the panel set with us, and then we wanted to interact with the beauty people. So, that's somewhere where we kind of understand the two sides, that's where the regular medical people, because somehow some of us are always here related to the medical community, and you come more from the beauty, dance, she comes from psychology, so that is nice. So where we interaction and we collaborate, and when people hear us, it is just so amazing. So thank you all for this amazing, wonderful opportunity, and we thank our entire team of Miss Bharath Texas and the state executive directors, state directors to make this happen in Austin, the capital city. And thank you, Tom George Kolath from New York, and thank you, Subhash from LA. See, it's already a great to hear many cities integrated in one place. Harshit, are we able to play the last one? And we will be finishing the segment. Thank you so much all, and let's go and play the trailer, and then we're going to discuss. Thank you.